Good girl. Practicing your nines. Very good. Good girl.
And this is my favorite. No, this is my favorite.
It
looks just like Mommy.
It does, kind of, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good job. Good girl.
But it's mine.
It's yours. Are you happy about that?
But Mommy did all these to give me an idea.
That's right. Good morning. Not morning anymore though. Ah! Look at that. I'm doing it again. I look here in the screen and I'm like, oh, my hair. Good. Happy Tuesday afternoon to you. I'm sorry. I'm just getting with you just now. No breakfast for you guys. Hopefully you ate your own breakfast.
May I have break?
Break time, yes. Okay. Yes. So, huh? You want to do some schoolwork? Okay, you're going to do some schoolwork. At breakfast time, I had the memory card in the computer because I was editing yesterday's video, so I didn't want to mess that up. So I just left it in there, and I thought, well, I'm just going to get back with you guys later. Besides that, we didn't have anything real fancy for breakfast to show you anyway. Let's see, we can't do all of those. We can't do all of those, okay? And you're going to be obedient to Mommy if you're going to do these, okay? All right. So, have a seat. And we'll do some here, okay? So, yeah, this is just going to be one of those days where we are schooling. You know, we did homeschool again, and I thought about turning on the camera, but I was just so into really just staying focused on these kids that I didn't want to lose their attention or the momentum of what was going on for the day. So, mostly we did listen to the birdies. That means it's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock in the afternoon already. Guys, it's 1 o'clock already. So we did our memorizing Hebrews 11 and Khan Academy, the math program that we use. And the kids, I'm telling you, they just love that. And Olivia is working on her
and she got 80%.
website.
She's great.
She's doing her website. Is it a Weebly website?
Yep.
Do I have the link? Do I have it on the...
No, I don't
Okay.
know. Let me check.
There might be on the videos. I'm not sure.
It
So if it's not, it will be. And if it is, then I don't have to worry about it. So they're about to take a break, guys. Yes, they're going to take a break and they're going to go play. They're going to maybe go outside. It's too cold for me because I'm a coward. But anyways, I don't know. Rocky's been outside a few times today, haven't you, Rocky?
Yeah, she just got outside and she go to Pia River. Pia River.
You missed the kitty cat. He must have went back under the bed.
Yes, he did.
Did he? How you doing, Rocky? What you sniffing?
He jumped off of my lap and...
Rocky's got a nose like a beagle. Because she is part beagle, right?
She's part beagle.
Rocky, say hi. Say hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I have my blog, but it's the wrong blog. It's the Blogspot blog. That
Oh, okay. So
I don't have anymore.
I need to change that then. All right. So I'm going to change her blog to the right one. So you guys can have the link to that. Right, Rocky? Rocky girl. Hello. You're a good girl. Yeah, she's a good girl. What do you think? You want to take a little nap?
Yeah, she said yes.
You know, she just doesn't say much. She doesn't say much. And you know what? What's really good is that she doesn't say much because she doesn't bark a lot. That's not for you. No. You little missy. No. We're going to get your own. We got to go get your toys. Okay? We're going to go get your toys. It's lunchtime. We're having some pasta. We haven't had pasta in actually several weeks, I think it has been, right, guys? And it's so easy, you know. It's so easy to make some pasta. So this is the only ingredient in this pasta is whole grain brown rice flour, right? So, and actually, you know, I usually have a hard time with rice pastas because they get sticky, but this doesn't really seem so sticky, does it?
Mommy, this is beautiful.
Look at that hummus with tomato and oregano. That
hummus is among us.
Your favorite thing at the moment, right, Catherine? Well, you're going to be happy. You want some broccoli too? Some snap peas, some pasta? All right, I'm going to get you some. Hang on just a second. Nick's already chowing down.
Plastic?
Pasta. Don't be. Olivia, don't be.
I'm sorry.
Don't
I
be
thought
like
you said
that.
plastic.
Come on, don't be like that. And remember, no interrupting. What you just did.
Sorry.
So, Caroline did too, actually. So there is some sliced tomatoes, some sauce that Olivia made for us. Thank you, Olivia.
You're welcome.
And we're going to eat some avocados too. We're just going to cut them in half and dig in, right?
Not me.
Caroline, you don't like it like that. You're going to mash yours, right, to make some guacamole. You like avocado?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to get you some food. Let's get some food.
Hey guys, so you're probably just like, where's the kids in these videos? Well, here's the kids. Mom is going with Dad. No, wait. She's going to get Dad because his car, he had to go take it to the mechanic shop. I'll show you. But he had to go take it to the mechanic shop. Anyways, whoa. Too tilty. No vertigo here. I'm just joking. No, I mean, dizziness, not vertigo. Stupid me. Okay. Very steady. Very steady. Okay, so while she's going, me and Olivia are going to wash dishes and clear the table. Very, very fun. And then she's going to come back with KK, and she's going to help us finish the dishes. Right?
Yes. Are you going to, like, leave that there like that?
No.
Can I have it?
No?
Oh, you have more things to say? I want you guys to stay focused.
I got more things to say. I got a whole mouthful.
I'll bring it back. What do you say?
I say no. I mean yes. Here's Mommy.
Yeah, so I need to go get Daddy. So you guys, please be good. Get these dishes done.
We have a phone and 2 gizmos, so I don't think we'll lose contact.
I got food in my teeth.
Oh mine.
Ah, my hair, you guys. Ah.
Yeah.
I gotta do something with that. So, all right, Nick.
I'm gonna plug it.
Bye, guys.
All right, bye. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
So yeah, Curtis, his van's acting up, so he's gonna drop it off at the shop, and I gotta go pick him up. That's where we're going.
Daddy tomorrow.
Yep. There they are, trying to figure out what's going on with this van. You know, when you drive a vehicle for 400 miles a day, you tend to have some issues. Don't you, Catherine?
Yeah, real issues.
Real issues. Hi, Peanut.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
We're making almond butter.
We're making almond butter again. So we're just blending and blending and blending away. So yeah.
This is our last one.
No, I don't think it'll be our last. I think
So here's the finished product.
it's not finished yet. We gotta go a couple more
But
rounds here.
a couple more
Couple more
rounds.
rounds here, but there we go. That's a good start.
I'll show you at the end.
Before, please.
This
not
is the
forget.
real finished product. Right? That's the real
So, what
thing.
do you think? Do you think we're done yet?
Yeah, I think.
What's that, honey?
I'm gonna doodle away. This is a doodly page. Swipe this off. Just kidding. Bondy, I am Bondy. I mean, no. Let's close it out. How do you erase this? It's like a doodly page. And you're supposed to doodle. I'm like,
Good night, Olivia.
good night.
Good night, Caroline.
Good night.
Good night, Nicholas. And why is Nicholas sleeping in this bed? Because Catherine wants to sleep with little Missy over here. So
She's sleeping over here.
no,
so.
Rocky's gonna go into Nick's room, but we're not gonna make this a habit, Nick. Seriously. She really, you need to be starting to sleep in your own bed with her. But we're gonna let it go today.
Going back to.
Yeah, he's going back to the old ways.
I like it in here. It's cool,
I know.
comfy, cozy.
Great, but you're gonna be going in your own room with the dog, Rocky.
Rocky.
Her name's Rocky.
Her name's
Rocky.
Rocking S'mores.
So you guys have a good night. I love
Good
you.
night.
What do you want to say to our friends?
1, 2, 3.
Live well and be strong.
Adios. Bye. Bye.
Adios.
Rocky, do you have anything to share? Good night, Rocky. Grand old time. So Rocky's where she belongs. Yes.
This is Nick's room because everything's in the closet because this is practically a section in Nick's room.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's in this closet, so the room's just like a bed in a room.
Uh-huh. I love
So she
you.
can't get herself into trouble.
You have a good night.
Love you too.
You want to say anything to our friends?
Live well and be strong. Adios.
The bread is baked.
The bread is baked.
The almond butter is made.
The almond butter is made.
The dog's been out.
The dog's been out.
And the kids are in bed.
The kids are in bed. And Daddy's van's in the shop, and Daddy's not working tomorrow.
Did I hear something?
It's the cat.
No, I didn't. Yeah, Daddy's van is in the shop.
That's right.
So you're gonna close this thing up for me?
We're going to close it out, guys. You know, guys, I've been really thinking today. First of all, I wanted to say, you know, I got to meet a lot of you guys on this Periscope, and it's been really nice. You know, a lot of people out there and just getting to know you and
Getting to know you. Oh,
getting to
sorry.
know you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I really want to, you know, I was thinking, Stacy asked me if I'd share something. And if I share something, I don't want to just be speaking. I want to really share something that could hopefully help somebody.
From your heart.
And something from the heart. You know, I've always had an old saying. I said, when you speak to a man from the head, he hears you from the head. But when you speak from the heart, they hear you from the heart. And guys, we're not perfect people, but we're trying to really channel our family in a direction where God can bless us. And I just want to share a little thought that might help some of you out there that want to do the same thing. Hopefully everybody wants a blessing from God, you know. I seen a quote that somebody put that really resonated with me. They put it on Facebook, of all places, right, a couple weeks ago, and it said that the most dangerous place in God's will is safer than the safest place outside of God's will. And I was like, wow, that's, you know, the reason that really resonated with me is because in my own experience with trying to follow God, I find this to be extremely true. You know, I had an experience one time where, this was a couple years ago, me and a friend were talking about an individual that was in the church. We had left the church because, I'm not going to get into the specifics of this because this isn't the time or the place, but I'm just going to give you a general concept because I want to share a concept here. Well, this friend, like I said, I'm not going to get into the specifics, if maybe private or whatever, but this is just general.
You said that once, right?
Yeah. This friend of mine, I just want to elaborate on it because everybody's going to be like, what's he talking about? There's a friend of mine, and we had left the church that we were involved in because of a schism that came into the church of we believe something different than what the church believed. Well, anyway, we had this other friend that he knew more than me, and
she hit my arm and
he knew more than me. And I asked him, this friend of mine, a couple times. I said, "Did you talk to this individual? You know, about the message? You know, that because this person was having problems and stuff." Well, anyway, this friend that I was talking to, that I asked him about the other individual, he said, "No, I'm not going to talk to that guy because he won't accept it because," and then he gave me all these reasons. Now, I don't know if he was right or wrong. He knew the guy better than me, but I'm trying to get to a point. He said, you know, the church is helping his family out, and he just started listing off all these reasons why this guy's loyal to the church. Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong to be loyal to the church. That's not my point. But my point is, I was like, if this was a message that God wanted to lead him to, you know, all these loyalties could be an impediment to getting to the place where God was. And I said to the friend, I said, so he's going to stay in those, he's going to hold on to those loyalties and not put himself in a position where God can bless him. You know, guys, we're made in God's image, and when I read the Bible, it's like, even when I look at my own experience, I'm like, man, this is just so simple. God said it, we should believe it and move forward and get the blessing. But man is made in the image of God, and we are so susceptible to putting ourselves in the place of God. Now, you might not wake up every morning and say, hey, I'm God, but anytime your mind overrides what God says, you've just made yourself God.
Yeah, that's true.
And the problem with the majority of us is the Bible says about God, in him is no variableness or shadow of turning. He doesn't change. His character is fixed, his nature is fixed, okay? And we can't, so when we get an artificial construct in our head of who God is, or we concoct a God that is not in harmony with the revelation that he's given of himself in the Bible, then we're moving ourselves out of the channel of blessing. I mean, when we go to the Word of God, we have to accept God as he reveals himself, as he's trying to reveal himself to you in a way where he can bless you. But if you're going to make him into something that he's not, because of what we want, then you're going to put yourself, remember what I said in the beginning, a lot of what ifs. Well, what if I believe this, or what if I believe that? Look, what if you don't? Like I said in the beginning, one more time, the most dangerous place in God's will is safer than the safest place outside of God's will. Now these are just generalities. I mean, there's so many things, but I just want to encourage everybody. Like I said, there's a lot of nice people out there that I've met on Facebook and on Periscope. Guys, if you really want to get closer to God, go to God and don't try to put him in a box. Don't try to make him to be what you want him to be. There's a verse in the Bible that God says, look, my thoughts are not your thoughts. My ways are not your ways. There's things that we are because of the sinful condition, that we're very attracted to, that there's concepts and philosophies and lifestyles, and like I said, without getting into specifics, and there's a lot of things that we cling to that God's not in them, And the Bible says, prove what is the good and perfect, acceptable will of God. Not your will.
Perfectable?
Perfect and acceptable. Did I say perfectable?
You said
I made up a word, perfectable. Because, guys, I really want you guys to get blessed. And look, I'm not an expert in all these things. I fight with God over things every day.
Oh, man.
I'm driving in my van. Why does this have to be this way? Why do I have to go through this? Why? I've been going through this thing about God's providences lately. And, trying to just understand, God's providential workings in my life, And so it's a science. There's a science behind it. Now, like I said, I'm not saying I'm an expert, but one thing I do know is that my pride needs to be humbled. I'm not God. God is God.
That's right.
And I need to, you know what I'm saying?
We got to remember that I have a hard time remembering that I'm not God.
Yeah.
We got to be in God's will, like you said, yeah.
Especially in this country, guys. We think we can control everything. You think, we got all these safety nets, Medicare, Social Security, this, that, do you have this? Do you have that? And all these things, and we think that there's safety in these things. Now I'm not saying there's anything wrong. And then we're always trying to control everything, control our environment, control our job, control this, control that. We really, when I look at my experience, at the end of the day, you really don't control nothing.
Oh, that's right.
You just have been led to believe that you do.
What are you doing?
So anyway,
it's
time for me to jump down off the soapbox. I hope somebody gets a blessing out of that, though.
This poor cat, he's been hiding all day. Kitty cat, knocking my hand.
He's trying to get in here.
He's looking for attention. He's looking for some food.
The cat's been, since since the dog showed up, the poor cat. I mean,
he's been hiding under that bed.
He's not the only game in town anymore,
Oh, poor kitty.
He's having a rough go of it.
Poor kitty. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Poor little kitty. So, we appreciate you being with us on Periscope tonight, Dave.
Well, it's nice.
It's nice. It's nice to see the people,
right?
Yeah,
you meet a lot of good people. I'm surprised some of the people showing up.
Yeah, isn't that great?
People are listening,
Yeah, we appreciate you guys showing up. And I know tonight it was kind of a difficult topic for many because, we love our coffee, right?
Yeah. So I don't love it, but a lot of people do.
Love their coffee. I used to be pretty fond of it. I like the taste of it, but I never was really.
And we know, for those that we were hard on, I mean, coffee's a big thing. Like I said, you look at some of these.
Big thing.
I look at the market cap on some of these companies like Green Coffee, Mountain Roasters, and Starbucks. Everybody. It seems like everybody's probably drinking coffee.
Your body gets to that point where it feels like it really has to have it. People get headaches when they don't have it. They get all lethargic and so tired. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys were able to see it. If not, I am going to try to upload the replay, but I think my storage on my phone I don't know if it, I hope it's on there. Anyways, we're going to go. He's tired, I'm tired, we're tired, and we're going to hit the hay.
It's good. Guys,
so we'll see you tomorrow.
Thinking about you.
Yes, and don't forget
to live well and
be strong. Bye-bye.
Adios. I say adios because the kids say adios. Adios.
Bye-bye.
I like the way Catherine says it. Adios.